continue with Black to Our Roots by Raj Trey Subira.
You smell the air, it smelled like they were still there, you know, just like waiting for us, like they knew that we were coming or something.
The Safe Dungeons to me is a kind of a personal experience, and it's a connection that I felt with me and the ancestors, because I was thinking about me one day out, you know, getting food for my family, and someone just coming in. Here I am in this dungeon, you know, and I'm on a ship and I'm in a strange land. I'm thinking about how I'm going to heal from my life and the things that happened to me, and you know what's going to happen to me if I don't get that support.
TV guy.
It was just a lot of frustration that needed to be released, and I just let it out in the dungeons because I felt safe there. I felt that it was okay to cry.
It's a place where a lot of atrocities happen. And in a place like that, to be able to go and lay your burdens down and be able to express your deepest emotions makes it real easy for you to leave very positive and very ready to move on and do whatever work you need to do.
You know, you might feel it, you might know it in your heart that I'm African. You know, you adopt the African ways of life. But it's a deep feeling when you go to those dungeons. You begin to understand and comprehend why we have such a long way to go and why we have come such a long way, and why Africa is in the condition that it's in. Really just ready to just go. I am, but then I'm not, because I know that we're over here to serve a purpose, to break stereotypes, to help, to educate, to learn, to gain knowledge, to do so many things, but I just miss my family. I miss my friends, I miss my way of life. Before we return to the U.S., we got one last mission to fulfill, to climb the tallest mountain in West Africa. We've been through too much to stop now.
Oh my God, it was steep, you go straight up. And so that was really hard for me because my legs was hurting, they were shaking. But all the experiences I've had just overwashed that, and just I could do better and be more stronger, knowing that my people are stronger.
To get up that mountain, it took everything, all my willpower, everything that I had to get up to the top of that mountain. But once you was at the top of the mountain, it felt so good because you felt so accomplished. You know, reached the highest mountain in West Africa.
Sylvia, you see Sylvia still ain't up here.
What she at?
She got a stick.
Look at all that.
Get up here. I don't know. No matter how I was, I kept going. Even though I was slow, even though I was the last one, who cares? I got up there. I persevered. It was a commitment to myself. No matter how high I had to step, no matter how many rocks I fell over, I just had to keep going.
Did it. I saw you, I was like, okay, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
Whoever predicted that we would never go back to all those, the prior plan of what slavery was going to do, separating us, whatever their plans are, us going back, prove them wrong. Prove that we're not going to accept what you bring. We're going to rebel against that. It's like a burden being lifted for each youth that goes across. They can go and they can come back and spread that knowledge. Even the ones that can't be able to go, all of us look for them. Because just like me, they can also be taught about their history. They can also want to know what it's like to be there.
Months are moving through, brand new music on this. They make you bounce and twist on the moon like this. As the man think it's so easy, Roscoe feel beloved in our way. And I find so beloved in our way. Talk to his way.
And this world is yet to see us, but it's almost over. I know there's just no peace, like nothing African to us. And this war only Jah wins, and it's almost over. Gonna fight straight to the end, straight to Ethiopia to the home.
Could I never come whole life? In the pity could I never control life? I rasta panchon, I atapan roam, I roam a black zone. I tell me a lions and no minds. We don't refer to cricket singing. I was shocked in your house after that long trip to Ghana. Greetings to, let me see, let me get this right. Joshua and Sylvia.
Hi.
Again, how you doing?
Fine.
Good, good, thanks. How was the trip for you?
It was nice. It was a life-changing experience. Like, I came in not knowing hardly anything, just what the history books taught us. You know, but they still view us as family, even though we haven't been there for over 500 years. And it was just a nice experience being back home and being where we were needed and where we were wanted.
Right. I know it must have been challenging. So let the family know some of the things that y'all had to do.
But one thing, to love each other, because we have a lot of animosity and we have a lot of hate with the African American race. And you see when we went there, we saw Africans, no matter how much they did not have, they still love each other. But here you don't see that.
So you want to go back?
Of course. Of course I want to go back.
How soon?
If I can go tomorrow, I'll go. But I'll go do something when the next group goes.
WRJ Monster 89.3 FM.
Time for us just to celebrate, you know, us coming back together. And now, wherever you go, whatever you do, you're an ambassador. And part of your job is to help educate your peers. Who, when they tell you that the only thing in Africa is starving people and people with big bellies, you can say, no, I've been to places that's just as nice as in America. So we thank you. And, you know, I want to say to all the youth, I love y'all from the bottom of our hearts. Never give up. Keep your goals in sight. Keep moving forward. All right? All right.
I was happy to be back home. I had missed so much, but like once I started to settle in, it got kind of depressing. I knew how much work we had to do here to get back to who we originally are. But being in Africa, I see that we still have a lot of work to do over here also. Going to Africa one time, no one can accomplish everything that they wanted to or had dreams of accomplishing with one trip. It's going to take time to really find out who I am. I don't think that I'll ever be complete if I don't get to know what village, what people, what land, what country, what whatever. It has to be specific for me. And so that's why when you go, you just have to keep returning. The beginning of me finding that out.
Stay put, folks. There's more right here on Aspire.
Raymond, look at Mommy.
Maybe the light hurts his eyes.
Maybe she's just not hungry. Maybe he can't hear us. Maybe we're not stimulating him enough. Maybe it's a phase.
Avoiding eye contact is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
Ladies, pay attention. You suck it. You pull it. You squeeze it. Oh, forget it. There's gotta be an easier way to get into those skinny jeans. Well, now there is. Introducing Genie Slim Jeggings. The jeans that look just like jeans, but are as comfortable as leggings. Genie Slim Jeggings are made of a special blend of material, including spandex for added comfort. They look just like jeans. They even have pockets like real jeans, but like leggings, they stretch to almost any size and feel amazing.
Getting into skinny jeans has never been so easy, and it felt so good.
Genie Slim Jeggings has a special lifting design that sculpts your bottom, firms your legs, hips and thighs, and even hides those panty lines.
You just flip them right on. They cover my muffin top, and you can't see my panty lines. They look fantastic with all of my clothes. They match with everything.
So now, instead of doing this, you can do this.
Muffin top? Gone. Panty lines? Gone. Total transformation.
I feel sexy. I'm proud of my curves. I never felt so fit and toned and so good about myself.
Order your Genie Slim Jeggings for just $19.99. And if you order right now, we'll double your order and send you the gray design absolutely free. But wait, there's more. We'll also include a pair of black jeggings, also free. You will receive 3 Genie Slim Jeggings for just $19.99. You pay for one, and we will send you 2 more free with your order. Don't wait any longer. Order now.
To order Genie Slim Jeggings and take advantage of this amazing offer, call 1-800-687-9013 or visit us online at GenieSlimJeggings.com. Order 1 pair of Genie Slim Jeggings, and we will send you 2 free. So call 1-800-687-9013. This offer is not available in any store, so don't delay. Call or click today.
We're different. In case no one noticed, we store fat more easily than men. But surprisingly, we can burn fat better too. Thermodynamic Total Burn is the ultimate fat burner for women. In a clinical trial, ingredients in Total Burn helped people lose an amazing 15% of their body fat. And an incredible 86% of weight loss was pure body fat. That's even better than the best-selling diet product. Get Total Burn today. It's part of Body Lab by Jennifer Lopez.
It's all about the people who represent the people. It's the National Black Caucus of State Legislators getting together in Memphis, Tennessee.
This caucus represents over 600 legislators from virtually every state. We talk to other legislators and find out what they're doing.
This is the think tank for most of my legislation.
Aspire was there to show some love. And it looks like our network is something these lawmakers can agree on.
It's a great new network, movies, entertainment, comedy. I mean, it's amazing.
I'm very excited that there's an opportunity to present programs that's going to be very positive for the African American community.
I was definitely spreading the word to my constituents of, hey, let's call up the local cable company and see if we can get this programming added.
I'm so excited about Aspire and what I see it doing in our community. Go Aspire.
For more, go to aspire.tv.
Welcome back. Ghana, a very powerful place. Black Tar Roots, a very powerful film. When I was 14 years old, my mother tried to trace our ancestry. Of course, minus the occasional blockage. But I challenge you today to find out where your ancestors are from. I mean, to this day, it's had a lasting effect on me. And consider traveling to that country, state, or even city. We all have roots we need to go back to and explore. It teaches us who we are. Black Tar Roots has screened in several major international film festivals and been well received by packed audiences from New York to LA to the Virgin Islands, all the way back to Ghana. A native of Chicago, Raj Kray Subira's journey into documentary filmmaking began in high school. He had a spiritual awakening that eventually led him to Africa. One thing that Raj Kray does in his films is explore identity issues within the African diaspora. Also, much of his work is inspired by his experiences living in Ethiopia and throughout East Africa. Now, this sort of filmmaking is truly inspirational and can possibly change someone's life. So, to you, Raj Kray, we say thank you. We're taking you guys beyond the block today on ABFF Independent. Now, as we move from the West African coast of Ghana, you'll never guess where we're going next. Well, if you guessed the Far East, you're correct. We're going to the Far East in Joseph Doherty's documentary film, 7 Days in Japan. Now let's join Joe Doherty as he travels to the land of the rising sun to explore different aspects of Japanese pop culture.
My name is Joe D. I'm a writer living in Los Angeles, but originally I'm from Detroit, Michigan. For as long as I can remember, I've always liked Japanese culture. Godzilla movies, comics, anime. There had to be others with a burning passion for Japanese animation. Anime. Of course, back in the day, I didn't know what that word meant. I always knew there had to be other people out there like me. Then one day I stumbled on this website, popjapantravel.com. It offered 7 days in Japan. That was an offer too good to be true. So I took them up on it. We're off to Japan.
When we get off the plane, you're going to meet us kind of like in one of these areas, like go through the little xylophone thing, whatever, and you're going to meet us. Just keep on walking until you get to this place called immigration area, and you have to fill out this form.
When I first signed up for the tour, I assumed I'd be the only black guy. Man, was I wrong. One of our tour guides was a guy named Isaac Lee, better known to us as Aka. Aka works for Digital Manga, one of the companies sponsoring the tour. It was his 4th time to Japan, and he was an excellent guy.
You're going to meet us where you fill out the form. Okay?
Originally there was like this monorail to take out to take, but the way we're doing it this time, there won't be a monorail.
Masami was our Japanese tour guide. She works for HIS, Japan's largest travel agency. She's originally from Osaka, but has been living in LA for 3 years. Kim, my girl Kimberly, is from Ohio, but really she's a citizen of the world. She's half black, half Filipino, and 100% party girl. Juan is originally from Chicago, but lives in the Bay Area. Wow. What brings you to Japan? Chill. He works in the effects biz and even worked on the Matrix sequels.
Bring your weapons and your faith. Dun, dun, dun. All right, you guys. Well, here we are, Japan.
My name's Theo Botong. I'm from Bowie, Maryland, and I work for NASA. Been working for them for many years, and I needed a vacation.
Theo works for NASA. He's a real rocket scientist and all-around cool guy. Ed is a cameraman and filmmaker from Sacramento, California. He loves Naruto and One Piece like I love Zeta Gundam. The Lopez brothers are two bad vatos from Northern Cali. It was their second time in Japan with Top Japan Travel, and they were definitely on the hunt for the honeys. Amber's from Colorado. She's a full-time cosplayer and a lover of all things X and clamp related. Amber's outfits made sure we drew a crowd wherever we went. Not that we needed any help standing out in the land of 5-foot-tall people.
All right, Matt, come here. Right there. All right. Well, this is my assistant, Matt.
Matt is Akasan's laid-back assistant. A Cali kid, he turned 19 on the trip. Matt got this trip for free for his many years of indentured servitude working for Akasan.
Hi, I'm Tim Burgess. I'm from a place called Nashville, Tennessee.
Tim was from Tennessee. He was kind of quiet unless you got him talking about anime or some rare collectible he just scored.
I'm here because I'm a little bit of an anime fan. I probably have about 70 DVDs I have to watch still.
Jen and Peter were from the New York area. Jen is a Korean manga artist, and Peter writes and publishes his own comic called Counter Ops.
Hi, my name's Katie.
Yeah, I'm Kevin.
Katie and Kevin are brother and sister. They're from Pennsylvania, and Kevin gave Katie, she of the perpetual smile, the trip as a birthday gift.
Come here. When was your birthday?
March 30th.
Brian was another young cat from Minnesota. A second-time attendee, he joined us a day late, but quickly got to know everyone, always laughing and pointing out the sights others might have overlooked. Tokyo. All those visions of Godzilla movies, Akira, Megazone 23, Blade Runner, and anime were racing through my head. What would Japan really be like? Number one complete. Tokyo.
Anyway, the Tokyo Big Sight, which is kind of the essence of this whole Neo-Tokyo tour, as it looks like something straight out of Evangelion, alright?
Our first stop on the tour was the Big Sight Convention Center. That's where the Tokyo International Anime Fair was being held. Akasan and Masami divided us into two groups, the red team and the yellow team.
It's called a road! Japanese road!
Day one was my introduction to the infamous Japanese subway system. It wasn't that bad the time of day we mostly traveled.
Yeah, it's much more intense on the far Russia.
On the way to the convention center, I got my first proof that I wasn't the first brother to make his way to Japan. Some of us had even managed to leave a little something behind.
We were just looking around. There was a lot of like the time machines and stuff, and then there was one like teeny tiny chibi ones on each end. And so, and we got a drink at the vending machine.
Ah, let's look at that.
Yeah, look.
Oh, look at you. Delicious? Oishiki desu?
Pretty good.
Ah.
I like it.
It's Japanese size.
We were strangers in a strange land. Our only bond